In this day and age, we're all well aware of how people tend to do the dumbest things just for a shot at going viral on the internet. What Australian YouTuber Sammy Isles did was exactly that. Oh, and it was also illegal. According to news.au, the guy was charged with almost a dozen driving offenses, including careless driving and dangerous operation of a motor vehicle. Stay tuned while we tell you all about what happened. First things first, here's the statement explaining what happened. On December 5th, Queensland police issued a statement in which they stated that a Sunshine Coast man had been charged with multiple offenses after allegedly performing several dangerous maneuvers in a heavily modified vehicle and uploading the videos to social media. The statement did not name the man, but it did include an image of a vehicle with the branding Silly Sid, which Isles drove on his TikTok account in multiple videos with over 1 million views each. Moving on, how did Isles get caught? On May 9th, Isles posted a TikTok video of himself driving Silly Sid down the road before being pulled over by police, who asked if the car was registered. It wasn't registered, according to Isles, and was a bit of a toy car. In a subsequent video, police took a photo of the vehicle and then let Isles drive away. The 29-year-old has amassed a fan base of over 234,000 subscribers on his YouTube channel Built Not Bought by uploading videos of vehicle modifications and stunts. After videos of a car crashing and rolling down an embankment were shared on social media, police began an investigation into the man's online activity. On September 30th, police served Isles with a search warrant and removed several vehicles from his property. Police seized 2 vehicles, including a clown car. Isles commented on the incident in a social media post in which he claimed his hard drives, computers, and cameras were stolen, according to news.com.au. Officers arrested Isles earlier this week and charged him with 11 offenses related to the vehicles, including dangerous operation of a motor vehicle, careless driving, driving a defective vehicle, and driving unrestrained. Next up, Isles wasn't the only one who ended up getting in trouble. Highway Patrol investigators also visited several addresses of people who allegedly appeared in and contributed to these videos as well, and issued 70 traffic infringement notices and a series of fines totaling $27,800 Australian dollars. That's a whole $18,610 to 9 alleged participants. Now, let's talk about how TikTok specifically has been an absolute menace to society. We're afraid humanity has hit talk bottom. TikTok, which was founded in 2016 as a platform for short, humorous videos, has recently become synonymous with something far more sinister: viral internet challenges. Unfortunately, the app's eyeball-seeking algorithm makes it extremely difficult to stop potentially harmful trends before they spread across the internet. First up, we have NyQuil chicken. TikTok has given rise to a number of literal disaster recipes, none more bizarre than the viral new recipe that involves basting a chicken in the cold and allergy medication NyQuil. The bird-brained trend, presumably invented to cure sleepiness and prevent peckishness in one fell swoop, has been circulating TikTok for months, with viral videos depicting amateur chefs whipping up batches of this alternative medicine. People can be seen marinating a chicken breast in a literal jacuzzi of this liquid cold remedy, which contains acetaminophen, dextromethorphan hydrobromide, and doxylamine succinate in the clips. And predictably, the FDA advised against the mad scientist creation, which they claimed was dangerous to consume. Up next, Gorilla Glue Girl. This may not be a challenge in and of itself, but it's still kind of a historical viral moment. Tessica Brown of Louisiana cemented her place on TikTok's Mount Rushmore of stupidity after slathering her hair with Gorilla Glue and having it surgically repaired during a 4-hour procedure. Unfortunately, Brown's adhesive blunder resulted in $20,000 in donations, hundreds of free hair products, and even a full-time agent, not to mention an unintentional imitator. Now we have DIY vampire fangs. Speaking of superglue disasters, this year's Halloween revelers went viral after supergluing costume vampire fangs to their teeth. The cringeworthy videos, which have received over 9 million views under the hashtag #VampireFangs, show various jerks struggling to remove the fake chompers after fastening them to their incisors with superglue, nail glue, and other adhesives. Dentists advised against it, citing the fact that nail glue is, number 1, poisonous, and number 2, will not come off. Moving on, tooth filing. DIY vampire fangs pale in comparison to these amateur cosmeticians reshaping their chompers with nail files in the world of toothless TikTok challenges. For the uninitiated, the challenge involved various knuckleheads attempting to fix their uneven smiles by sanding their snap snack slicers down to size with a nail file. It was essentially the low-cost equivalent of an enameloplasty, a reshaping procedure involving enamel removal performed by a cosmetic dentist. Unlike the latter, however, the dental community was outraged by these freelance molar makeovers. Dr. Chad Evans, the co-founder of Texas-based Smile Magic Family Dental, said these people were doing irreparable damage to their teeth. Up next, the Face Wax Challenge. Full facial waxing is the newest beauty craze, with videos of the procedure amassing millions of views on TikTok. The procedure, as shown here by Capsalon Freedom Barbershop in the Netherlands, involves caking a patient's face, including their eyes, with goopy green wax, as if casting a mold for the horror film House of Wax. They've even got wax-dipped Q-tips in their noses to get rid of pesky nasal hairs. When the beauty batter is finished, the rogue beautician peels it off the subject's face in one piece, much like a slasher villain mask. According to skin experts, the procedure is traumatic for the skin, particularly sensitive areas such as those found around the eyes. Now we have the Corn Cob Challenge. As part of a viral life hack series, enterprising TikTokers attempted to speed up their corn consumption by eating a cob attached to a spinning drill bit. This Looney Tunes-inspired stunt went viral after rapper Jason Derulo chipped a tooth while performing it. Anaconda's cracked kernel, however, did not stop him from attempting to inhale 22 hamburgers a month later to celebrate reaching 22 million TikTok followers. Moving on, the Cereal Challenge. This one appears to be nasty at first glance, but that's not all. It may also have a potentially dangerous end result. In this willpower test, a person pours milk and cereal into the open mouth of a lying down person and then consumes the breakfast from the human bowl. Needless to say, things can quickly become extremely messy, not to mention a choking hazard for the volunteer vessel. TikTok has a long list of community guidelines that state the company does not allow excessively gruesome or shocking content, especially content that promotes or glorifies abject violence or suffering. It also lists prohibited risky activities or other dangerous behavior, such as activity that encourages, promotes, or glorifies such behavior, including amateur stunts or dangerous challenges. Now we have the Skull Breaker Challenge. The title is self-explanatory. This viral craze, known as Rump Cranios or Skull Breaker in Venezuela, depicts three friends, and we use that term loosely, jumping next to each other as the book-ending buddies kick the middle guy's feet out from under him. The action causes the person to fall to the ground, landing on their back and hitting their head. Not only has the disturbing trend resulted in injuries in Miami, New Jersey, and Arizona, but police in Daytona Beach, Florida have charged two high school students with misdemeanor battery and cyberbullying following an incident there. Furthermore, two students in Mexico performed their own version of the Skull Breaker, but allegedly used a sweater instead of their feet to trip a girl and cause her to faceplant. Doctors obviously warned people thinking about doing the challenge, since there's a high possibility it would cause serious and life-threatening injuries, which could range from skull fracture to paralysis to death. Up next, the Penny Challenge. As seen on multiple viral videos on YouTube and TikTok, this shocking fad involves sliding a penny behind a partially plugged-in phone charger. According to Massachusetts Fire Marshal Peter J. Ostrowski, in a warning issued last year, while the prank may appear to be harmless, the coin can strike the metal prongs, causing sparks, electrical system damage, and in some cases, fire. For example, the marshal obtained a photo of a scorched outlet in Holden, which was allegedly caused by the viral prank. In another case, a student at Plymouth North High School allegedly set fire to himself after completing the challenge, which Plymouth School Superintendent Dr. Gary Mestas described as an irresponsible act. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but the unintentional arsonist was charged with a crime. Moving on, the Benadryl Challenge. Last year, a 15-year-old Oklahoma girl died as a result of this inflammatory challenge, which involves taking enough Benadryl to hallucinate and posting the footage on the video-sharing platform. This, along with several other near-fatal incidents, prompted Johnson & Johnson and the FDA to issue public service announcements warning teens not to abuse antihistamines. Next, the Cha-Cha Slide Challenge. This ridiculous TikTok trend involved teen drivers swerving all over the place in time with the Stunts nicknamed dance anthem, which was first released 20 years ago by DJ Casper, aka Mr. C, the Slide Man. Despite the obvious dangers, the trend has taken TikTok by storm, causing several near accidents among users. "The car almost flipped," reads the caption of a TikToker video of the stunt performed with friends. In several clips, TikTok warns viewers that action in this video could result in serious injury. Coming up, we have the Blackout Challenge. Participants in the deadly, albeit popular, Blackout Challenge were dared to choke themselves until they passed out for several seconds, also known as the Pass-Out Challenge and the Fainting Game. In January, a 10-year-old girl in Italy tied a belt around her neck and asphyxiated herself. She was rushed to a hospital in Palermo where doctors declared her brain dead. TikTok encouraged users to report any account holders who were participating in the dangerous trend. Lastly, the dry scoop challenge. Participants in this death-defying trend consume a mound of undiluted supplemental energy powder. However, it resulted in a heart attack for Brittany Portillo, a 20-year-old stripper and OnlyFans star. And even though she was having a heart attack back in April, first responders did not believe she was in cardiac arrest. Because of her age and profession, emergency medical technicians initially assumed that she was having a panic attack brought on by the stress of having to undress in front of strangers for money. That's a wrap for this video. Which of these whack TikTok trends did you find the craziest? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this, and we'll see you at the next one.